connected through culture or something. So with that, I end my table topic session and back to Toastmaster Gopinath, TMOD.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Geeta. Thank you very much. The moment you have added Meraki along with your name, I could see you have started giving 100%. That was a fantastic, lot of homework for having given this table topics. Thank you once again. Now, Ashok, are we going for a best TT speaker vote?
Yeah, yes, sir. And the best speaker as well.
Yeah.
So before we launch the poll, timer, is there any time disqualification for
Timer? Yes.
There are no time disqualifications.
Thank you, Shankar. I launch the poll for the speaker now. Thank you.
Before we move forward, we can remove the co-host access for others.
Sure, yeah. Jayanti, can you remove the co-host access for Priya?
Okay.
And myself as well.
Ashok, yeah.
Yeah, remove.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So I launched the poll for best TT speaker now. Yeah, please. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, friends, now comes the real upgrade, the evaluation session. To do the evaluation for today, we have masters in evaluation, 2 masters in evaluation, and another young Toastmaster who came forward to be the master evaluator for this masters in evaluation. To do the first evaluation, I request for the first speech of Dr. Sundarman, DTM Sundarraman Chintamani. I request DTM Vijayalakshmi to carry out the evaluation.
Thank you, TMOD. Good morning, everyone, and a special good morning to my speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Sundarraman. You delivered this speech with ease and great aplomb, and kudos to you for that. Sundar sir, giving an icebreaker speech for the 3rd time in the Pathways projects is quite challenging. But guess what? You are someone who is not new to challenges, and you took up these challenges and you delivered it with ease. Very well done. You definitely challenged yourself and you excelled in it. You grew physically, academically, and today through this icebreaker, you definitely scaled up in being creative as well. Very well done. Now, what I loved here is the presentation in itself. You embedding your image onto the presentation is not the first time that I saw, but seeing it over and over again only creates a new excitement and an adrenaline rush rather than getting bored and getting over with it. Very well done. All the images that you had were very limited, 4 to 5 slides with very few images. Those were simple yet effective and added more flavor and glamour to your presentation today. I love the way how you took not just the original picture of your birthday, but you had this smeared birthday cake face where you had done that particularly, having some international models at the background. Very well done there as well, with a lot of creativity. Now, the last picture where you summed up your entire journey, is where we could see you from the teenage to who you are right now. One picture where you just grew exponentially, where it absolutely matched your words, where you grew physically, mentally, academically. And looking at the picture, I could just see that growth right there in that one picture. Brilliantly done. I love the way how you could wrap your entire correct information about yourself in all those misinterpreted, misspelled, mispronounced scenarios in your life. There was this one common thread of misinterpretation that ran through all the scenarios, and you beautifully handled it. Now, having spoken about what was super duper in today's presentation, here's the time to take this speech to the next level. The first recommendation that I have for you today is you clearly had a lot of time more in your hands. And I felt, looking at the speech structure, the beginning, the transition of the body were brilliant, but all of a sudden you just dropped me there, right there abruptly during the closure. The closure could have been even more impactful. And I felt one more addition of one such misinterpreted scenario would have done the magic. And secondly, a philosophical question like who am I did not have more meaning or did not even relate to all those misinterpreted scenarios. Probably a simple yet an intriguing topic like a misinterpreted maniac or a Mr. Miser or something funny and relating to your content would have been more apt. So looking back at the presentation today, a brilliant presentation with a lot of creativity. I'm sure if you could take the recommendations of having time and having a brilliant closure, I'm sure this is a speech to remember and relish. Back to you, Timo.
A classic evaluation, Vijay. Masterclass as usual. Now to evaluate the next speaker's next speech, I request the next master in evaluation, distinguished Toastmaster Satish.
Thank you, Gopinath. The most important persuasion tool you have in your entire arsenal is credibility. Thank you so much, Karthik, for showcasing your credibility on delivering this speech of research and presenting on your persuasive influence path. Good morning, everyone, and the esteemed speaker, Karthik in particular. Today, I'll talk about two important things which I like the most in your speech before going for the area where there can be an improvement to the speech to the next level. Number one, the speech, the way in which you open the speech with the dialogues, though it was a bit of a Greek and Latin, even in English for me, I could sense it the moment you mentioned about this Satyameva Jayate program and the way how you came closer to the screen and went back. The kind of visuals you created for the initial 30 to 40 seconds made the bang on opening. You made people to wake up, even though there was about 30 minutes past 7 in the morning. That's a brilliant move, Karthik. That made people to be more attentive to your speech. That's number one. The opening where you had the dialogues from the program, the incidents, the commissions, bills. You literally you provoke the attention of the audience. That's a brilliant for this speech. Number one. Number two. This particular topic, what you picked up for research and presenting, needs a little analysis of the interest level of the audience. Barring few people here in this audience group are really matured enough or aged enough to question the status quo, except a couple of people like me and Sunil. All of them are elder enough, to question the status quo. So you aptly picked up a topic where the body, human body is such a closely knitted miniature structures going around. If someone at the younger age, if I question that you don't go to a lab, there is always a question, why should I? Because the fear factor will be more. But you picked up a topic to a group of audience where there is always an opportunity to question the status quo. For that, you substantiated with a lot of research elements. So this is the two things which I like the most in your speech. Let's come to the one important improvement I see that you can take the speech to the next level of research and presenting is, there is always a fear factor, Karthik, when someone talks about, always there is a fear factor when someone talks about something is happening all along the life, I'm doing it. So when you started with a research background or kind of evidence is one book, the project says you can work around many opportunities where you can research. You could have taken couple of more references, could be an article or it can be an expert interview already, since you are practicing as a one of the medicine, so you could get expert interviews also, such that you can add on to the book with your one more references, then top it with your personal experience. Could have been a much better way to make the people believe, yes, it is not something I need to be worried about. We can always get an expert opinion. With the way how you started with the clarity, and also the second aspect of how you took the interest level of the audience, if you work on this more references, I'm sure we can persuade more with the audience. Over to you, the TM Modi.
For the research and presentation article speech given by Karthik,